Hi, my name is Megan Vickers. I'm a physiotherapist and Pilates instructor, and I specialise in anti and postnatal rehabilitation. And this is my Pilates for Pregnancy programme on the Reformer. This series of exercises are for your first trimester. They're suitable for anyone in that first part of pregnancy, with the only exception being if you've been recommended by a medical professional not to exercise at this time, or if you've never exercised before. The current guidelines are to wait until your second trimester before starting to exercise. I put this group of exercises maybe at intermediate level, so they're perfect for strengthening the entire body throughout your first trimester, particularly when you have done reformer Pilates before. I hope you enjoy. So we're going to start in standing alongside a reformer. I have one red spring on my reformer today. So both hands on the foot bar, quite close to the right hand side. We're going to lift and hover that inside knee. With both legs straight, we're going to push back into a standing split. So both legs are on a full stretch, and then we're going to rise right up out of that. Just taking that into your full split, feeling that stretch on the back of the front leg, front of the back leg. Now if you have been pregnant before, or have suffered pelvic girdle pain before in previous pregnancies, I would just take this a little bit narrower, maybe even with a bent knee, so not taking it into a full split. Breathe out as you sink, breathe in as you rise up. Breathe out as you sink into a stretch. Breathe in as you rise up. One more. And now a bent knee. So I'm going to place my knee down, and I'm going to come up into a high kneeling position, and I'm just going to take this back into a full hip flexor stretch on the left, and then rise up out of it. Into my hip flexor stretch, and then rise up out. Two. Okay, now we're starting to loosen off through those hips. We're now going to take it into our warm-up series. So into standing again, we're going to bring our hands hovered onto our pelvis. The bar's there if you need it for balance. The inside knee is going to be floated, and it's all about this right hand leg. So making sure there's a straight line through my hip, knee and foot. I'm going to press my left leg back for scooter. Breathing out on my press, extending through my hip, breathing in as that leg comes in. Now in this standing balancing position, my core muscles are automatically engaging to give me that control. Now, we might need to wake them up a little bit more. So what I'm going to get you to do is just to work through a higher level through that core. Every time you press away, I want you to breathe out. As you breathe out, your diaphragm comes up. I want your pelvic floor to rise up as well. So imagine the pelvic outlet, and imagine closing the pelvic outlet and lifting as you press away. Closing, lifting, pressing away. Breathing out, breathing in. Now we're going to take this a little bit deeper into this hip. We're going to breathe out. Whoop, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Coming right over that front hip, deep into that bottom, challenging your balance and that strength on that right hand side. Two, one. Making it even deeper now, we're going to add in a rotation. I'm going to twist and touch the outside of my right foot, and then come back up. Really start to feel that right hip now. My bottom muscles are working hard, giving me all that stability I need throughout my pelvis. Getting my heart rate racing for sure. Give me 4. Two, and 1. Just to finish on this little series, I'm going to take it down into a scooter. I'm going to add in some calf raises, working that whole posterior chain on my right hand side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Control that carriage in. Come just to transfer your weight onto the opposite side. Bring this into a little cat stretch, chin on your chest, tailbone tucking. Push your hips back. Big full circle, coming up and release. Cat stretch again. Hips to the right, push it back, all the way around and release. Changing sides. So that left leg would have been quietly working on pushing the reformer carriage back. So So you might start to feel that leg work quite hard early into the series. That's completely normal. Okay, opening up that hip first. Both legs straight. We're going to push back and we're going to rise up. Coming into a standing split. Remembering to keep that as narrow and shallow as you need to. Okay, now taking that into a hip flexor stretch, back knee bending down, and we're just going to press back, holding that hip flexor stretch, and then rising in. Pressing back, bend knee, bend front leg, and in. Knees rested. Two more. Great, now taking this into a full scooter. So getting that balance on my supporting leg, hip, knee and foot in one straight line. My back knee is hovered, hands on my waist, slightly over, breath out and press away, breath in and return. My spine is straight, that's going to fire up my core automatically. But I'm just going to add in that pelvic floor contraction. Now close and lift, release and lower. Close and lift, release and lower. Trying to get that sensation through the pelvic floor. As you breathe out. Okay, now we're going to take this deeper. As we press back, bending over my front leg, rising up, flexing at my hip, really feeling that left bottom kick in. Forward we go. Keep this right leg pressing back into a stretch, keeping that control and balance on that left hand side. And you're ready for the rotation. So now my right hand is going to touch my left foot, twisting my whole body over my pelvis. So getting that rotation through my core, that balance and control through my left hip. All of my dynamic stabilizers in my hip, in my bottom, are all working hard. Forward go. Last one. Good. Taking it down and then rising up on that front leg. Give me 10, 9, calf raise, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring that carriage back in. All the way in, back into your cat stretch, chin on your chest, around your whole spine, so in a big curve. Hips go out to the left, all the way back around, and release. And again, cat stretch, hips over to the left, back up and over, and release. Really good. We're going to work into our core muscles even further now and into our arms for down stretch. I'm staying on one red spring. So my hands are shoulder width apart and hips and knees shoulder width apart. The first thing I want to do is lift my breastplate. Try and work through that upper quadrant. My neck is an extension of my spine. On my out breath, I'm going to extend my hips. In breath, I'm going to fold my hips. Out breath, extend away. In breath, fold under. So this upper body is strong and stable. As I press away, thinking about a zip from my pelvic floor all the way up to my breastplate. So I'm tightening up my entire pelvic floor and core muscles as I press away. Now if that's tall and comfortable underneath your knees, just place a small pillow or cushion underneath each kneecap. Give me 2 more. And hold. Now we're going to press out. That might be far enough for you, in which case you're going to work on rising in and taking it back out to that point. In, breathe out. Or we're going to take a little bit further. How far back can you go? Lengthening through your body, really zipping up through your core muscles. Breathe in, rise up. That upper quadrant is still strong and stable. Lifting your chest away from the bar. Breathing in, rising up. Breathing out, pressing away. Neck is long, shoulders are dropped. Core muscles are zipped up and strong. Work at your boundaries. How far can you go? Give me 2 more forward twists. And rise up. Now I'm going to take my left hand in the middle. My right hand's just rested by the side of it. I'm going to extend through my hips. This time as I press the carriage back, my arm's going to leave the bar. My right arm, I'm going to reach down for my toes. I'm going to bring it back in and change hands. Left arm reaching back and in, right arm. Left. Right. Give me 5, 4, 3. Last 2. And 1. And in. Bringing my hands lower down to the bar now. Bottom onto my heels. I'm going to press back into my shell stretch. Stretching through my shoulders, releasing through my back. Hold it here. Shrug those shoulders. Draw your shoulders down. Shrug your shoulders. Draw your shoulders down. Enjoy that stretch through your back. Hold it here and breathe. Breathing into your ribcage, stretching it out. Brilliant work so far. We're going to keep working on that same train of thought with our core and our upper body. We're going to come into lying. Now I like a little bit more weight for this series of exercises, so I'm going to add a blue string. So I'm now on 1 red and 1 blue. Okay. So coming into lying, feet start on the foot bar. I'm going to take up my hand straps. So I'm going to bring it onto my short strap. I'm going to start this exercise is called mid-back. So I want you to pull down on the strap. So you just fire up those muscles between your shoulder blades in your mid-back. And then you're going to bring one leg up at a time into a tabletop position. Breathe in, and on your out breath, your arms pull straight down by your sides. Breathe in, and you rise up. Breathe out, pull straight down. Now, if you're practiced in and out of tabletop, as you come up, your tummy muscles draw in, your back muscles gently into the carriage. And each time you pull, those core muscles tighten a little bit further, and you create that strength in your abdominal wall. All of these supine abdominal exercises are perfectly fine for us in our first trimester. Changes when we get past 16 weeks. It's a really good idea to make ourselves as strong as possible and enjoy these lovely positions while we can. Last one, we're going to pull down and then bend our elbows. We're going to breathe out and press away. Each time I press away, I breathe out and lift through my pelvic floor, adding that lift, that extra tension through my core. Give me 5. And 1. Arms rise up and out to the side. So now we're going to pull straight down, working underneath those arms. Still with my exhale, still with my core. Lift as I pull. Keeping those shoulder blades down. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. One leg comes down onto the bar and I release my arms. Excellent work, guys. Okay, we're going to give those arms a little bit of breather. We're going to put our feet in the straps. Nearby to me I've got an overball or a soft Pilates ball. Okay. You can use a cushion for this as well if you don't have one of these balls. But these are quite nice to pop between your legs to give your inner thighs a good squeeze. So back into line. I'm going to press away and I'm going to put my feet into those long straps, staying on one red, one blue spring. And the ball is going to go between my feet. So you're still going to feel your core muscles work here, but we've got that leg focus as well. I want you to rise your legs up so your back doesn't quite press into the reformer carriage, just comes flat onto the reformer carriage. And then you're going to breathe out, you're going to squeeze the ball and lower your legs down. Feel your pelvic floor naturally lift. Your core muscles zip and tighten as you squeeze that ball. Breathe in and release. Breathe out. Lower the legs. Breathe in and lift. Get that good squeeze of that ball. Really get your inner thigh working. Such an important muscle to keep strong during our pregnancy, to give our pelvic girdle that stability at the front that it needs. Now you're just working in the range that you can control. You're trying to keep your back in the same position on the carriage as your legs rise up and as they pull down. So you might have a small movement, you might have a fairly large movement up and down. Stay wherever you can control that. Okay, now we're going to work on our waist a little bit more. Going to keep the ball squeezed and then bring the ball out to the side of the carriage, come down, draw a big circle and back over, keeping my ball squeezed, allowing my hips to lift off on the left, come back to level, lift off on the right, and all the way over. Challenge that core a little bit more, bring the arms across your body, so you're really getting those muscles at your waist working, hamstrings and inner thigh. Last one to the right. And we're going to come back to the left. So allowing my right hip to lift off, pull down, circle round, and up and over. Two, final circle, and into the middle. Last exercise, I want you to take this into a little frog through your heels. So I'm just going to release the ball. My heels press, and I'm going to push my legs away, working the inner thigh on a slight rotated ankle now. Legs come in, heels press, and push away. Squeezing my heels together, working those knees outside either side of the strap. Trying to keep those heels glued together if you can. Taking those knees only as wide as it's comfortable to go, working them out if you can. It's good knee sit to really finish off those legs, get them tired out. 3 more. And 1. Excellent. Okay, stepping one leg out of the strap at a time. Relax your legs over the bar just to give those a little bit of a stretch. Really good work in that series. We're going to do our second mid-back series now. So back into our arms. I'm staying on one red, one blue, and I'm going to take a hold of my short straps. So I'm going to initiate that pull with my upper body, so my mid-back is working, and I'm going to float one leg up at a time into my tabletop position. I'm going to work on little circles, so a little stability exercise through the upper body. My tummy muscles are staying on. For every half circle, I breathe out. Breathe in as it returns. Breathe out, breathe in. So that tension staying on in my upper body, my tummy muscles definitely working hard. And I can feel them pull in as I pull. And I can feel them tighten up as I work. And 1 to go. And reversal circles. So breathe out to initiate, breathe in, control. Breathe out, initiate that movement. In and control. Four circles. Really good. Last exercise, we're going to add in a one leg stretch. Pulling down with our arms and extending alternate legs away. Really zipping up through that core. As I reach my leg away, as though I'm flicking on a light switch on the wall, I'm zipping up through my tummy. We have 5 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. One leg down at a time. Hand straps just going to slip next to my ears here. Really good. So you're just going to add in some little shoulder shrugs, take the weight out of those arms, and bring my left arm across my body and my right edge onto my shoulder. And I'm going to change sides, big shoulder shrug. Right arm across my body, left edge onto the shoulder. Got a last little series to finish us off in side lying. And that will complete our workout. Okay, so in lying on our side, I like to have a big cushion underneath my ear. So I'm going to place my large cushion just to support my neck. Okay, I'm going to have one leg spring on my reformer couch. So I'm going to take my blue off, lying on the side. I'm going to use my underneath leg to help me push the carriage away, and then my top leg is going to slip into my long foot strap. My arm's just going to rest in front of the shoulder pad, and my underneath leg then tucks in and I'll take up the weight on my top leg. Making sure we're completely on our side, bottom waist lifted. On my out breath, lifting through my pelvic floor as I go, pressing my top leg away. Breathing in, allowing that leg to come in. My waist is lifted, my leg is strong in this position. Quite a challenging exercise for the glute muscles. Good for your core because you're keeping your waist lifted all the way through. Great heart raiser as well. Give me 4 more bend and stretch. The knees coming over the strap as I go, pressing down. Knee over the strap and out. Last 2. And 1. Now into your kick. So now we control that leg forwards, really feel that core work, really dynamic work here as you're working on your posture, your core control, your lower limb strength, all at the same time. Forward again. And pull that leg back and hold it. Really got to work your waist now as that leg pulls to the sky, and work your inner thighs, that leg squeezes down. Leg lifts to the sky and work as you close the leg. Waist is lifted. Breath out to close, breath in, release. Out to close, in, release. Give me 4. 3, 2, 1. And bend your knee. Use the bottom leg to support you in. And relax that leg down. Give it a little bit of a stretch as it comes up and across your body. Good work on the bottom. Okay, coming on to sitting on your reformer. You're going to be cross-legged. And you're going to hold the little strap with both hands. We're going to work on rotation through our trunk before we swap sides. So interlace your fingers and look towards the strap. Nice and tall through your spine. Breath in. Breath out. Rotate down towards the springs. Breath in towards the strap. Really working on your core across your body. Again, really good time in this first trimester to keep our tummy muscles as strong as can be. Upper body's working, posture's great, neck is long, waist is tight. Out as we rotate. Give me 5 more. Hold this last one. Hold it here and give me little pulses in, really working through your core muscles. Wrapping your right rib over towards your left hip. And 1, and release. Really, really good. Staying on this side. My right leg's going to spin behind me from mermaid. My left hand onto the shoulder. And I'm just going to draw my right ear down to my shoulder, dropping my left shoulder down. Breath in, breath out. Now I'm going to press away. My right arm comes over, lengthen throughout my right hand side. Breath in, come over. Allow your head to follow your free arm. Enjoy that stretch in your waist. Bit of articulation in our finishing series. And hold it. Hold it here, rotate. My right hand comes onto the bar, my left hand opens up, looking down at the springs, and then bring my body upright, look up over my left shoulder, and press away. And again, coming all the way up, looking over my left shoulder, press away, final rotation, and press away. Left hand comes back into the bar, right hand comes up, and I'm going to return all the way in, hold on to my shoulder pad, and reverse my stretch. Now you've got that lovely little series on the opposite side. Okay, so back into side lying. I'm going to pick up my foot strap. And my underneath leg gives us a little bit of a press to help us out. And then our top leg goes into the long foot strap. We make ourselves as long as possible and then slide the underneath leg in so it's restful. You can just see that my waist is lifted, so my core muscles are working all the way through this exercise. My top leg goes over the strap, and then I'm working down that whole posterior chain as I press away with my hip, straighten out through my hip and my knee. My waist is long, my neck is long, my upper body is completely relaxed. Really feeling those glute muscles working. Great for our pelvic stability. Great for prevention of pelvic pain and low back pain in pregnancy if we keep these muscles nice and strong. And now our kicks. So we're going to kick forwards and we're going to pull back. So great for your trunk here. Those muscles at your waist working hard to stop you from rolling forwards off the carriage with your leg, keeping you still at the top. Two to go. And now side leg lifts. My waist stays lifted, my leg comes to the sky, squeezing my inner thigh as it comes down. Working that leg high and down towards the underneath leg. Trying to keep my trunk strong so my waist doesn't collapse down into the reformer. Both sides of my waist working now. Breath out to lift, breath in to close, out to lift, in to close, 2, and 1. And release. That knee comes in, bottom foot supports us in, top leg is just going to stretch across my body, give that a little bit of a stretch. And then when you're ready, coming into sitting on your reformer carriage. So we're going to do our rotational work now. So sitting cross-legged, your spine, you can see from behind me, is nice and straight. I'm really working on my posture. I'm working on that rotation through my trunk. So I'm going to rotate to the left, interlace my hands on the small hand strap, breath in, breath out, pull to the right. Breath in, rotate to the left, breath out, rotate to the right. Whole body is straight, rotating on the spot, not leaning in or out of my rotation, just pure rotation. Working through my trunk. Making that left waist come across over towards my right hip so my tummy muscles are working. Give me 2 before we hold. And over. And we're going to pulse. Pulse it here, rotating in. Small little movements from my tummy muscles. Rotating in towards the foot bar. 3, 2, 1. And release. Foot strap comes down. Now mermaid on this opposite side. Left foot comes out behind me, right foot rests on my thigh, and the right hand down the bar. So I'm just going to start with dropping my ear away, create length down through my right side. Breath in, breath out. Free arm comes up and over into a big side mermaid stretch. Breathe in, release. Breath out, up and over. Breath in and release. Then we're going to start to rotate. So we come over and my left hand comes wide onto the bar, my right hand opens out. And as the carriage comes in, I look over my right hand shoulder, all the way over, lengthen through my body, breathe in, breathe out, press away. Rise up, create some length through the top of your head. Breathe in, breathe out, press back. Give me 1 more rotation. And press away. Right hand into the middle. Left hand comes up and over. Bring your body all the way in. Carriage rests. Hand in your lap and just bring your ear over towards the left so you get that nice stretch. Maybe bring your arm in over it. And back into the centre. Finish here for monkey stretch. So just working down the back of the legs. Your feet come up onto the bar and your hands in between your legs. Nice hamstring, whole body stretch to finish. You're going to try and have your whole body lifting through your legs. So give your hands a pull. Pull on the bar, rise up. Breathe in, breathe out and press away. Stretch through the back of your legs. Hold onto the bar so the whole backs of your shoulders all the way down your arms. Get a good stretch. Your spine stretches out. You're making yourself a little bit taller. Breathe in, rise up. Breathe out, press away. Breathe in, rise up. Breathe out, press away. Give me 1 last one. Create that length through your spine. And you're done. So that's it for the first trimester of our Pilates in pregnancy on the reformer. Hope you join me back here in our second trimester for our next series.